You got something in your eye. Hold still. There we go.
Thanks. Hello, I'm Adam.
Oh, Genki desu ka? I'm Joe.
And this is Adam and Joe Go Tokyo.
Coming to you from the city we like to call the Electric Noodle.
Or Buildings Town.
Coming up on tonight's show, we've got an exclusive look at Japan's biggest film this year, Battle Royale 2.
I Go Out Boozing Salaryman style, and Bright Young Things Hoover Over will be playing live in the studio.
But now let's see what's got tongues wagging here this week in the Go Tokyo Update. How would you feel if I told you there was a product soon to come on the market that would solve all your translation needs?
I'd be amazed.
Well, prepare to be amazed, because here is the prototype of the trans-speech translator. It is only a prototype, so it's not fully functioning yet, but I think what it can do will blow your socks off.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we take the translator, we hold down the mic button, and we start by saying a travel-related question into it. Which is the way to the airport? That's saying in Japanese, which is the way to the airport. Pretty impressive.
So do you have to speak in your kind of strange BBC way?
No, probably not.
So what if you're from the East End of London?
Oi, get your hands off that, that's mine! This is an extraordinary answer. By the end of Macbeth 9. Wow.
Do you know what, Joe?
What is that?
It strikes me that David Bowie would like that machine, because it's kind of like an instant random lyric creator. You feed in your words, and out comes the idea for a new concept album.
Let's try something. And I'm walking in the most peculiar way. Is Ellen okay? No mustard. But it with a yellow have a cough.
Brilliant, that's track 1. Is Ellen okay? No mustard, but with it have a yellow cough. Something like that.
In the future, this machine will also be able to access the web.
It's amazing.
Wow.
I mean, I hate anything that can't access the web, personally. My hands. Oh, they can. Joe, want you to meet a new friend of mine.
Okay. Whoa.
Woohoo. He's a giant robot, and he's called Aoka, which means cherry blossom.
Really? What a sweet name for such a terrifying thing.
He's just out this week, in fact. He costs around about 250 quid, English money.
He's made of cardboard, though, Adam. That's not a very impressive, strong, or frightening thing for a robot to be made of.
No, that's true.
What's his function?
Take a guess.
I think he's possibly an ornamental cardboard robot designed for displaying and storing your computer.
Yes.
You know what? I might try and build my own.
That's pretty much what I tried to do, though, innit? Just...
It's not bad.
I call it Robox.
What are its powers?
It can contain shoes.
I don't think it can even do that, because it has holes at the bottom of its boxes, doesn't it? They'd fall out.
Yeah, I didn't say for how long.
Adam, do you miss the joyful innocence of family holidays when you were a child?
Yes.
Well, now you can recreate those magical moments with a video game that's available only in Japan. It's called My Summer Holiday, where you play a little 6-year-old boy who goes to a seaside town, and during the game you live days in his life where you just while away the time exploring the different areas, diving for bottle tops, cycling, you can watch telly.
Wait, let me get my head around this. You play a video game, you plug in your video game, and then you watch telly in the video game.
But watching telly in a video game is just one little component. It's also really relaxing and beautiful. The graphics are wicked, and also the noises are wicked.
Joe, man, you gotta use more. You gotta use more terms.
The polygon count is extraordinary. The anti-aliasing is of an extremely high quality, and Edge magazine gave it a 7 out of 10. It's a game that captures the innocence of childhood holidays, and when the world has been destroyed by global warming and we all live in tiny little concrete blocks hovering in space, it'll be the only way we can remember what it used to be like living on this fragile planet.
Well, unless of course you play Grand Theft Auto, which is what it's like where I come from, the ghetto. Joe and I spend a lot of our days here in Tokyo watching television, which is sometimes quite boring because we don't understand what's going on. But of course, music videos always deliver. Here's 3 of our favourites from this week.
Rip Slime's goofy hip-hop sound has won them fans and awards aplenty since 1994 when they formed. This track is on heavy rotation on all the music channels in Japan, and it's set to become the superbly stupid summer anthem of 2003.
This is the new single by Akko, who at a mere 26 is about to release her 6th album, Irony. It's called Machi, which means town, and if it's reminiscent of Bjork, that might be down to the distinctive sound of Mum, the Icelandic team that produced it. Now let Akko and her beautiful video heal you.
10 Feet are the most talked about punk band in Japan at the moment. This is their current single, Nil, which caught our eye thanks to their random approach to English.
Sorry.
I think that's a good single. The more I hear it, the more it grows on me, like a tree in my rear.
It's the kind of thing that would certainly be enjoyed by my family. Just like Britain, Japan has a drinking culture that's all its very own. So I got dressed up in my best salaryman suit and went out for a night on the tiles to find out more.
Boozing is a nightly ritual for the Tokyo worker or salaryman. There's seemingly no stigma attached to being drunk here, and it's associated not with violence and desperation, but with fun and liberation.
We're in Shimbashi, it's Thursday night, it's only around 9 o'clock and already the streets are pretty much teeming with smashed businessmen. We're going to chat to some of them now. Have you been drinking tonight, sir?
Yes.
What is your favourite drink?
Beer, 20 bottles.
20 bottles?
Yes.
Do you like to be drunk?
Yes.
How much have you drunk so far?
A little.
Just a little.
But drunk.
How much have you had to drink tonight, sir? I'd say a lot. So tonight, sir, you have drunk 5 large glasses of sake.
Yes, sir.
And you are...
And wine.
And wine.
Yeah.
Nice.
日本人ってやっぱりオフィスではちょっと仕事だからこうよろしくお願いしますみたいな人が多いんだけれども、お酒を飲むとちょっとやっぱりこう弾き切れちゃう人がたまにいますね。
Are you a senior person in your company?
No, I'm number one.
You're
Yeah.
the number 1 boss?
Yes.
Are you really? Jesus, what kind of company is it?
Let's go karaoke. Karaoke.
Okay, yeah.
Sing a song. Karaoke.
All right, then.
Together.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Go.
I didn't actually go. What do you think I am, insane? Instead, I joined more of the city's workers for food and yet more booze. It's only 10:30 on a school night, but everywhere the atmosphere is closer to a New Year's Eve. Good-natured and happy, that is, not pointless and depressing.
Why do you think the Japanese people love to drink so much and to be drunk?
全部飲んで明日の仕事の励み
The concept of drinking as an energy giver is definitely new on me and I'm fairly sure wrong.
女の子何時だから朝ね朝酒朝夕が大好きで から朝日を潰した。
What is it that stops you dying from cirrhosis of the liver?
ストレスの方が肝臓悪くする。飲んで飲むはいいんだけども、それを仕事の糧に、明日の仕事の励みにする。これは日本人の心ですよ。
So the theory seems to be, if I understand it right, that stress is the big problem, booze cancels out stress, end of problem. yeah, it's a theory.
By around midnight, the streets begin to empty and the trains fill up. But what if you're so wasted that you miss the last one?
Only joking. But if you are in a terrible state, and it's the end of the night, you've got to be up for work the next morning, then this is where you might end up. It's a capsule hotel.
These hive-like capsule hotels sprung up in the 80s to cater specifically for the drunk salaryman looking for a place to shower and sleep after a weeknight caning session. At £20 a night, it's a cheap, clean alternative to a hotel, and the pods themselves are surprisingly pleasant. They're not to be confused with love hotels, however. This is a men-only environment, and any loving that happens here is strictly solo.
Now, I notice in the capsules you have porn available, which is great. Do you have any kind of special clean-up routine that you have to do because of that?
そうです。うちは一応ポルノのビデオを流しておりますけど、そういう特にきれいにするということは一切ありません。ただその方いろいろ何してるか中ですからね。
Nice. Okay, so I've missed the last train home. It's time for this salaryman to cop some Z's. See ya. If you think mobile phone culture is too much in Britain, here it's out of control. Tokyo is unequivocally the mobile phone capital of the world, so our Go Tokyo 5 this week is mobile phone accessories.
What's that, Adam?
It's a mobile phone charger. You just take your little 9-volt battery and your gonky adapter thing, and there you are, you're sorted for 10 good charges.
How much does it cost?
£1 million.
£1 million.
No, they're very
Takes the edge off it.
They're cheap, you know, they're like a few quid or something.
That's such a practical and commonsensical idea. Why aren't they more common in Britain?
I don't know, Joe. I think it's because the British are stupid and the Japanese are brilliant.
Adam, you're constantly asking whether you can see my dangly bits.
Joe, not in front of telly.
Well, now's your chance because I'm going to show them to you.
Oi.
But not those dangly bits, instead these. Item number 4, mobile phone strappers, or danglies, as I like to call them. These are just little totems, plastic bits, things, mascots.
Charms.
Charms that everybody here in Japan, and I mean everybody, without a single exception, has dangling in huge grape-like bunches from their mobile phones.
Even serious people.
Even serious people. The head of International Serious No Dangly Bits from Phones Conglomerate International actually has them.
And look, some of them do amusing things. This is a kind of Billy Bass man.
Hey, that's good.
Huh?
My phone has an intravenous drip of blood type A dangling off it. And fashionable young teenagers or school kids here in Japan will have masses of these hanging off their phones, so many that it actually becomes a bit of a problem when making a call, especially when answering it swiftly. Oh, that sort of thing might happen, scarring the child.
It's getting out of control, isn't it, Joe?
It is getting out of control. It's just silly.
But wait, man, it's in our Go Tokyo 5.
They're brilliant. I love them. They're wicked.
Wake up, Britain. Get with the strapper. It's a mobile phone jammer. It's very simple. You just raise the aerial like this. Joe, check it out.
No, there's no way I'm guest hosting Have I Got News for You. It's a poison chalice.
And so when you're sufficiently irritated by someone who won't stop talking in close proximity,
I won't work with church.
you simply switch it on
I know she's got the arse of an angel, but I won't do it.
and press this button.
Get me a meeting with Anne Robinson. Cancel it.
It should end their call.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's as simple as that.
But there's a good reason why these aren't on sale in the UK, isn't there, Ad?
Is there?
Yeah, because they cut out vital phone communication systems like, say, the emergency services or the police.
Yeah, but you're not going to go around to like your average sort of disaster site and go, Are you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was planning.
Well, then you can't have this.
Ad, is there something you've always wished your mobile phone could do that it can't? Wait, I know exactly what you're thinking, and it's this. Operate a tiny remote control car. This is a Konami NEC product. Are you watching? Can you think of a situation where this would be really useful?
Yeah, you know, if you were a businessman maybe and you were at a meeting and you'd left the remote control for your remote control car at home, but you had your mobile and the boss was saying, Stebbins, how are you coming along with the remote control car? And then you'd be able to use your phone and say, wait, it's okay, I've got my phone. And then he'd say, Stebbins, you've done well. I'm going to promote you to king of the company.
So, what's the #1 mobile phone product, Adam?
Well, it's a smash this week, Joe. It's the Happy Aquaphone.
Wow.
This is something you can take into the shower with you, and it enables you to listen to music and answer important mobile phone calls at the same time.
Perfect.
So you're going to demonstrate this by going off and making a call, right?
Sumathan, excuse me.
So basically how this works is, just before you step into your shower, you load it up with your mobile phone, switched on of course, and your music playing device, also switched on. Clamp it all shut, and crank it up. Oh yeah. And then when a phone call comes in, it should automatically cut the music out and answer the phone for you. Oh, here we go. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, is that Joe?
Yeah, man. Listen, I've got news. I'm going solo.
You're going solo?
Yeah, I've had an offer from Hollywood. The new Ashton Kutcher film. It's called Buff.
Buff?
Yeah, apparently I'm Buff, and Ashton Kutcher wants me to partner up with him. I'm sorry, man, but still while it lasted.
I don't like this conversation anymore. Hang up. And I'm instantly cheered up. What are you doing here? I thought you were gonna go off with Ashton Kutcher.
I was only joking. I'd never leave you.
Oh, thanks, man.
I wasn't joking. I'm going to be in a film! And now it's time for this week's instalment of our continuing struggle to make it big in Japan. Last week we thought we'd had a breakthrough when we got on the books of one of the biggest talent agencies in Tokyo.
So far we haven't had any actual job offers, but while we're waiting for our acting and modelling careers to take off, we thought we'd have a crack at music.
Kichijoji is a suburb of Tokyo that's known as a hotbed of musical talent, where new bands build a fan base by busking. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. If you think that's a bit of a come down for our fame plan, think again. In Japan, busking's how many of the biggest bands started out. We've got the flyers, the costumes and the equipment, but will we pull a crowd?
Okay, afternoon ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for coming. We're called Gaijin Invaision, and we're going to sing a little song that we've written for you today about your beautiful city, Tokyo.
Well, I've been a lot of places in this big old world, but I've never seen a place like this. The hills kind of tall and the people kind of small, and everybody eats a lot of fish. The streets are pretty busy, it can make you walk dizzy when you're trying to find your way around. So here's a little rhyme, you can use it all the time when you're lost in Tokyo town. Wakarimashita, wakarimasen, wakarimasu ka? Doko desu ka? It's desu ka? Nan desu ka? Wakarimashita, wakarimasen, wakarimasu ka? Doko desu ka? It's desu ka? Nan desu ka? Well, it's a fascinating city, but it looks a little shitty when it's raining and it's gray. When the sun's done sinking and the lights are all blinking, baby, it looks okay. Well, they say it's futuristic, but it's also atavistic. It's a contradictory place. When I'm walking through Shibuya, I feel like singing hallelujah, even though there's limited space. Wakarimashita, wakarimasen, wakarimasu ka? Doko desu ka? It's desu ka? Nan desu ka? Omotesando! Ikebukuro! Shinjuku! Harajuku! Meguro! Ibiya! Roppongi! Ginza! Shibuya! Ebitsu! Mita! Ueno! Akabarabashi! Wakarimashita, wakarimasen, wakarimasu ka? Doko desu ka? It's desu ka? Nan desu ka?
Our performance was a smash, but that's only our opinion. What did the public make of us?
個人的にはすごい大好きなんです。頑張ってほしいですね。友達になりたい。彼らコンドームみたいだよね。
ポスターは飾るかもしれないです。日本で彼らは売れると思います。なぜなら、なんだろう。今までにない感じのユニークさがあるからです。
音がベル&セバスチャンみたいでかっこいいです。と言ったら本人たちも喜んでおりました。
I was compared to Lou Reed. Adam was told he should give up music and become a film star, and our guitarist Jack was told he looked like the man from the Joy of Sex book.
And we made 100 yen, so I think we're well on the way to making a musical impression on this big country called Japan.
And what celebratory tube station do we chant when we have a success?
Akabarabashi!
And the results are in. Here are the flyers that we handed out on that rainy afternoon, and these are the collated responses. 85% of people said they'd buy our CD. That's a very good result. And one person said that it was disgusting.
Yeah, that's actually fair enough, isn't it?
So there we go, another iron in the fire of our attempts to be big in Japan. And who knows, maybe one of the people watching was a major record producer who'll call us later this week and offer us a multi-million yen deal.
In 2000, the film Battle Royale caused major controversy on its release. It told the story of a government plan to control unruly high school students by forcing them to fight to the death. Despite the furore, it was a major box office hit, grossing 3 billion yen and the most talked about film of the year. This week, the eagerly awaited Battle Royale 2 is released. Like any good sequel, the body count's up and the controversy's already brewing.
And I'm delighted to have in the studio with me today the star of the film, Tetsuya Fujiwara, and the director, Kenta Fukasaku. Thank you very much for coming in today. To many people, the first film may have just looked like kind of a shocking horror film about kids told to kill each other. But was there a deeper message to it?
最近の子どもたちがおかしくなったと、大人たちに言われていた、頃がありました。で、自分は、そんなことがないと、問題の根本は大人と子どものディスコミュニケーションにあると、親子の絆をアンチテーゼ的に描くことでバトルロイヤルの一作目というのは作りました。
Okay, let's take a look at the shocking new trailer to Battle Royale 2.
爆発します。残り40名全員参加。そして共に戦おう。俺たちは今全ての大人に宣戦布告する。
Kenta-san, your father directed the first Battle Royale film, and he was a very, very famous Japanese film director who sadly passed away early into the production of the sequel. Was it a lot of pressure on you to try and fill his shoes?
緊張とかプレッシャーは全くありませんでした。大好きな監督でしたし、それから大好きな父親だったので、それが残した作品を、完成させるのがね、自分の責任だし、ただ一生懸命やるだけでした。
Now in Battle Royale 1, all the kids wear these exploding necklace devices that blow their heads off if they don't cooperate. And in the second film, they wear the same necklaces, but this time they're linked up in pairs. So if one dies, the other will die as well. What's the idea behind that?
大人たち側からの、ルールとして、ペアを押し付けられますが、そんなものは子どもたちが、それによって苦しめられるんですが、やがてはそれを打ち破って本当の結束を掴んでいく。
And is it true that in Japanese schools, kids are numbered and paired up alphabetically, automatically by the school?
僕はありましたね。番号がどうしても決まってますから、出席番号と言ったらいいんでしょうか。1番から順番にこう決まっていきますんで、一緒に勉強するだとか、給食を食べるだとか、食事をするっていうのはありましたけど、学校で。
Wow. Okay, let's take a look at another clip. This is what happens when 10 or so of the BR2 victims are ambushed by the terrorist group Wild 7, and a lot of their collars start to go off. Do you think this is a moral film?
もちろんあると思います。バイオレンス映画を通してでしか描けない本当のこともあると思いますし、それをバイオレンスというのは確かに辛いものではありますが、時には、それを臭いものには蓋としてしまうよりは、やはり見せることでよりもっと大切なものを描くことができると。
And Tetsuya-san, if you weren't in the Battle Royale films, are these the kind of films you'd go and see at the cinema?
もちろんです。
You sure you're not just saying that because the director's sitting next to you?
100% 見に行きます。
Well, thanks so much for coming in. It's been a genuine pleasure to meet you both, and I would be honoured to have my head blown off by either of you.
どうもありがとうございます。ぜひバトルロイヤル3に出演していただいて、その時精一杯死んでください。
Yes. Thank you very much.
どうもありがとうございました。
Our musical guests this evening, ladies and gentlemen, are the fantastic indie rockers Hoover Ooover.
They've just finished a sellout tour of the country and their new album is due out later this year.
Tonight they're going to be playing their new single, Collection, and lead singer Masami-san is going to be trying to set the world record for speed singing.
Wow.
Not literally,
Oh.
she just sings very fast.
Okay, so we'll see you next week, but first get ready to pogo with Hoover Ooover!
ゆくったまって待ちぼけまだ待ってる並んでるは大変ね目を覚ましておいかけにゆくったまで待ってみても何一つ起こらないならこれ以上は無理だって思ってちょうだいなけれどもでもそれはでコレクションだけどもでもそれはでコレクションゆくったまって待ちぼけまだ待ってる並んでるは大変ね目を覚ましておいかけにゆくったまで待ってみても何一つ起こらないならこれ以上は無理だって思ってちょうだいなけれどもそれはでコレクションだけどもそれはでコレクションけれどもそれはでコレクションだけどもそれはでコレクションそんならラツルには夢ならスルーにした君のスタイルにしてるれてそんならラツルで夢ならスルーには夢ならスルーにして世のさららスルー